Greetings. This is the Apetabi Elosha Ola Omi Akala Tunde coming to you with an update for day 5. Hi. To get dressed. Okay, go ahead. Coming to you with an update for day 5 of our CocoCure spring cleansing, internal cleansing, coconut water fast. Day 5, halfway point. We are halfway there. I was counting up the days last night before I went to sleep, and I realized that the fast will be over on Sunday. So here I was thinking that it was Monday. It will actually be 10 days on Sunday. So for those of you who started with me on the 20th, then we will actually have completed our 10 days on Sunday, so we can begin to consume some other things on Monday. And I'm going to talk little bit about breaking the fast in a later video, but not this one. So just wanted to share some of the things that I am experiencing during the fast, and listening to some horror music on Pandora and have come across an ad. So let me turn that down. I am experiencing many of the blockages that I've been dealing with in my life, and many of the obstacles that I've been moving against or trying to move around in my life are being removed during this fast. So just this morning, not right now, please, baby. Just this morning, I actually was informed of two obstacles. Well, one yesterday evening and one this morning. Two obstacles and blockages that have been removed from my path. So I'm very grateful and very thankful for that. And I understand everything in life to be a spiritual occurrence. Every physical occurrence to be a spiritual occurrence. So I don't take anything for granted. I don't take anything lightly, and I don't look at anything lightly. I understand that all is one. Everything is interconnected. So as I see those life obstacles and those life blockages being removed, I understand that that is a direct result of me moving the blockages and obstacles out of my colon and out of my intestines. Yes, baby, I think it's too small, but you can try it on and see, okay? I see. I see. Yeah, you can try it on. Okay. So I'm excited about that. I'm joyful about that. But I'm also, I have to admit, a little bit overwhelmed and even a little bit afraid. And I wanted to say that it is normal. Fear and being overwhelmed are both normal emotions. They are both normal reactions to external stimuli that you haven't experienced before, or even stimuli that you were expecting, but that is going to cause such big changes in your life that it will be a lot different. That your life will be a lot different from what you knew it to be in the past. So when you are faced with something, even though it's good, coming towards you and it's a big change, it's normal to be fearful. It's normal to feel overwhelmed. What you want to do is to still embrace that change. What you want to do is to act in spite of the fear. I practice, of course, the Anago tradition, not now known generally as the Yoruba tradition. And one of our deities is Shango Kabiesele. Shango is a deity that teaches us how to act and how to move in courage. And courage, according to Shango, is not the movement or actions of someone who does not have fear. These are a courageous person moves in spite of their fear. So even though it's fearful, even though it's overwhelming to move into this new and wonderful life that I'm busy manifesting for myself, I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to move forward with courage. This is the perfect time for these things to happen, and it is right on time and in divine order. Just this Sunday, I attended a Shango Bembe, a celebration for Shango, given by the Ifa Orisha Vodun community here in Atlanta, and that's a shout out to them. And it was beautiful. It was wonderful. I saw one of my teachers from many, many years ago that I wasn't expecting to see. So that was a powerful blessing. And the bembe itself was moving and powerful and wonderful. I presented offerings to Tushango, who we also call Obakoso, Kabiesi. And I asked for the courage to move forward. And I asked for blockages to be removed. So to see them being removed the day after and then to see more being removed today, it's a beautiful thing. Life is good. Life is wonderful. So that is the biggest thing that I can see happening on the fast. I'm still not eliminating solid elimination in the way that I thought that I would. Just because when I'm eating solid foods and I'm drinking coconut water, it really, really helps me to eliminate, have these bowel movements that are large. So I was expecting some larger bowel movements during my fast and during my cleanse. However, in speaking with via YouTube, my sister Learning Organically, whose channel you want to subscribe to, she was saying that it's a very gentle, sweet kind of elimination. It is not a harsh elimination like some of the ones we've experienced on some other fasts that she and I have done. And as I listened to that and as I read that, I really internalized that and said, well, that's actually good. That's actually positive. And you don't want to always have this harsh elimination. Coconut water being, as Dr. Aris Latham said, the milk of the breasts of Earth Mother Onile, you would see how it would provide a very gentle, very sweet, very tender elimination. So I'm open to that now. That feels good. That sounds good. That sounds right. And sounds like what should be happening. So happy to Learning Organically. Shout out to her. Subscribe to her channel for reminding me of that. And in my bath this morning, I was meditating on several things and drawing several things to myself. And one of the things that I wanted to speak on in this particular video is the principle of trust. I have found, as I was, I think about my life, I meditate upon my life constantly. And I have found during this more recent meditation, since I've been fasting, that one of the greatest principles that I center my life on is trust. This comes from an internalizing of a Anago or Yoruba principle called su'uru. Su'uru is oftentimes translated to mean patience. And patience, yes, as in being able to wait for that which you know is yours. But also, su'uru means coolness and calmness and sweetness in the face of adversity, just around life in general, calmness, peacefulness. And I was introduced to this as a concept very early on in the tradition because one of my Orisha is Obatala. And Obatala, as the king of the white cloth, which is the white cloth of righteousness and upright behavior. Yes, go ahead and get some out of your suitcase that we have with us. No, mommy's busy, but you can get them. So Obatala, because he is an ancient deity and because he is a deity of upright ethical behavior, comes to teach us the lesson of patience. As a child of Obatala, I am impatient because patience is one of the things that I came to learn in this lifetime. So I was introduced to the concept of suru very early on, but I didn't gain a deeper understanding of it until I actually went to Nigeria, to Yoruba land, and was there among the Yoruba people. And what would happen was we would set up something, we would schedule something, let's say a meeting with the lieutenant governor or a meeting with this person or that important person. Lots of people wanted to meet us while we were there. So we were going to meet with this lieutenant governor. We were going to meet with this regional director of this area. We were going to meet with the baale of the village, all these, leaders, all these heads of these important areas, institutions there in Nigeria. And we would set up the meeting, let's just say, for 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So 1:45 in the afternoon, we're arriving at the prescribed place. And the person isn't there. So, that's fine. I am a person of color, so don't necessarily expect the person to be there at 1:45. So then, 2 rolls around, person's not there, 2:15, person's not there, 2:30, person's not there, 2:45, person's still not there, 3 o'clock, person's still not there, 3:15. So you see, how this would be frustrating for someone who is expecting, especially these important dignitaries, to be on a certain kind of schedule. So it was frustrating. And I would, as you're there waiting to see whoever, all of these wonderful things are happening. You are being brought delicious tropical drinks that were prepared especially for you. You are being served the most delicious food that was prepared just for you, and you're sitting amongst a group of people who are also waiting to see this person, and they want to talk to you and they want to interact with you and they want to begin to build a relationship with you. This is what is happening while you're waiting for this dignitary to arrive. Or this did not only happen with dignitaries. This is just how time was viewed when I was there in Nigeria. And so while you're waiting, you're being served all this food, you're having all these insightful and uplifting conversations, you're drinking this delicious drink, all of these beautiful things are going on. And because me in this case, have been socialized from a Western perspective, all that I can focus on is how long it's taking this person to get here. So I am almost missing the experience of the very delicious food and the very delicious drinks and meeting all of these wonderful people that I am now building relationships with. I'm almost missing that because I'm so focused on how quote unquote late this individual is for this meeting. Then, once the individual finally gets there, whatever time that may be, they have gifts for you. They have hand monogrammed towels, and they have beautiful handkerchiefs with your name on it, and they have all of these things that they made for you, and more food, and a dessert type of thing, and then some more drink, and then they have wonderful, beautiful, uplifting conversations. So it all goes positively. It just doesn't go necessarily according to this time schedule, this plan that you had. So after being in Nigeria for a month, which was how long we stayed when we visited. Okay, go and ask Fasha to please get you some underpants. Right? After being in Nigeria for about a month and experiencing this time and time again, I paused because whenever you see something happening continually in your life, that's the universe trying to tell you something. So because this happened time and time again and it was irritating and it was frustrating, I paused for a moment to reflect on it. And I realized that it was the concept of suru at work. And the people would keep telling me, everybody that I was waiting with would say, oh, it's fine, he's coming soon. It's fine, he'll be here in a moment. Just eat, enjoy your food. And how long did you say you were going to be here? Well, will you have time to come and visit my house? I'd like for you to come and speak at my, my club meeting. I'd like for you to come and sit down and talk to my womanhood circle. I would like for you. All of these things were happening while I was waiting. And I was almost missing them, even though the people kept saying, it's fine, it's fine. And finally, I realized that this was a result of my socialization, the expectations that I had. So I laid those to the side and I began to totally and completely embrace the fact that everything that I'm supposed to get, I will get. The fact that everything that I'm supposed to receive, I will receive, and even more. The universe, the womb-niverse, is ecstatically joyful about my desires being met. I can rest assured that that is the case. So I began to embrace this concept while I was in Nigeria. And once I returned to the United States and continued to study the tradition of our ancestors and released finally the overly masculinized dictatorship, domineering, controlling, abusive concept of God that we have been fed and that has been shoved down our throats and that we have been socialized with. Once I completely released that and embraced the loving, giving, caring, nurturing, all love, all abundance, all sweetness concept of the goddess, then I fully and totally was able to center my life on trust, center my life on peace, and center my life on bliss. Because what I want for my children is for them to be happy. That is what I want. Whatever makes them happy, I want them to have it. Whatever makes them happy, I work as hard as I possibly can to make sure that they have it. So once I understood the supreme being, the ultimate reality in the universe. Have a seat and go ahead. You gonna put your sockies on? Once I understood the supreme being in the universe, the ultimate reality in the universe to be my mother, yes, it is, to be my mother, then I knew totally and completely and internally within my being that she wants the same for me as well. And so I began to move through life based upon that trust. It's fine, baby. It's correct. That's how it goes, okay? She is, and the universe is as excited about me being satisfied and about me being fulfilled as I am. And on some levels, when I look at it from the perspective of a mother, it is. She's even more excited. What do you need help with, baby? This? Okay. Okay. There you go. So I began to work intensely and work consciously to base my life on the trust that I have found, to base my life on the complete and total knowledge, not faith, not belief, because faith and belief exist where knowledge is absent. But I began to base my life on the complete and total knowledge that if it was something that I was desiring from the perspective of pure and good intentions, that the universe is just as committed to me receiving it as I am committed to receiving it. The universe is just as committed to me having it as I am committed to me having it. And when I receive it, the universe is just as joyful about me receiving it as I am about receiving it. So this is the principle of trust. This is the principle of feeling taken care of. This is the principle of total and complete security. This is what I base my schooling upon for my children. This is what I base my life upon for myself and our lives upon as a family. This is how I seek and strive to mother on a daily basis, making sure that the people that I'm responsible for, the people that came through me into this world, feel completely secure. And understand that no matter what happens, they're never outside of the circle of my love. They're never outside of the circle of my mercy, the circle of my goodness. There is always space for them within my being, within my space, within my entity. This is how the universe feels about us, about each one of us. So when I approach, for example, unschooling, I approach it from the perspective of each individual, each person being perfect, loving, good, and kind. And what can I do to magnify that? How can I magnify that? I trust and understand that through life, through destiny, everything that each one of my children needs to push them towards a higher destiny and a fulfillment of their total and complete destiny will be presented to them. It will be presented to them. Have I made them feel secure enough in themselves to embrace it? That's the only question that I have. That is what I work towards, making sure that their spirits and their emotions and their minds feel secure enough to fully embrace their destiny. I think that this is a major issue. Many of us know what our destiny is, and we can feel it in here, pulling on us and calling to us, but we don't feel as though we are big enough to fulfill it. You are big enough. You are smart enough. You are good enough. You are wise enough and powerful enough to fulfill your destiny. Trust that. Understand that. Know that. Embrace that. And live that. Because once you begin to live it, then you will see the very next second how the universe reaches out to assist you in living it and to assist you in going forward with it. That is how this system actually works. That is the science of this system of life. Embrace your destiny, and you then will be embraced and propelled toward that destiny. So, to that end, as I was meditating in my salt bath this morning, I realized that I had not mentioned the updates that I've made on my website. Some of them I just completed last night, so of course I couldn't have mentioned them because they hadn't been done. But I made some updates to my website and I got completely focused so that I could offer services that I that will be coming totally and completely from love and totally and completely from a space of this is what I want to be doing. So the services that I am offering at this time are my consultations, my spiritual consultations, and this is through the Orisha Oshun. I have been doing these for 17 years, 18 years actually. So I've been doing those for 18 years, and those involve dealing with your highest self and getting you in touch with your highest self. It is what's commonly called a reading or a divination in our spiritual tradition. I also offer holistic health consultations. And what these are for is to integrate your mind, your body, and your spirit so that you can begin to move toward optimum health and experience optimum health in this lifetime. I offer unschooling consultations from a Pan-African perspective. I have been, you can, ask the shop to please get you some. I have been homeschooling for 20 years, and about 15 of those years or 16 of those years we've been unschooling, which is a unique method of homeschooling where you don't force your children into specific types of learning, but where you encourage and support and influence their natural learning. So this is the style of homeschooling that I use. So I offer consultations for unschooling, or for those of you who use just the regular style of homeschooling, I can consult on that as well. And for those of you whose children are in public school or private school, I can assist you in making sure that they are very knowledgeable about their African culture and knowledgeable about their ancestors and able to have a high level of esteem about being African, being a person of African descent, and show you the different things that you may want to make sure that you have in your home, may want to make sure that your children have seen or heard or read in order to make sure that their self-esteem and self-image is intact. So those are the 3 services that I offer. I also have both of my books for sale on my website. I have an introductory book to the Yoruba or Onago spiritual practice, and it is called Ona Agbani, Onagbani. It is available on Amazon.com or on my website, www.oshe, Tura, Institute.com. And my second book, my follow-up book to Ona Akbani is called Shotito, Sotito, and that means be truth. This book contains 18 lessons on African spirituality and will assist you in purging yourself of those Western spiritual views, those Western religious views that have crippled us for so long, and help you to move forward into the light and the love and the abundance of African spiritual views that open you up to the abundance in the universe and make it possible for you to receive the portion of array of blessings that you asked for before you incarnated on this plane. Those are my 2 books. They're both available on my website. I'm also available to do lectures and workshops. I'm available to teach any of the courses that I do here on YouTube. I'm available to do libation for the opening of any ceremony. You okay?
Yes.
Okay. Available to do libation for the opening of any ceremony, as well as house cleansings and baby naming ceremonies. I also have done funerary rites if you need African funerary rites performed. And I think that is it. Those are the things that I offer on my website. Those are the things that I offer, the services that I offer on my website, the services that are available. So there have been some updates made to those. It's a little different from how it has been for the past couple of years. So please visit if you are in need of any of those things, www.oshetourainstitute.com, and link with me through that. I'll be more than happy to assist you. So, day 5 of CocoCure. You cannot, don't turn that on right now. It's too loud, okay?
Okay.
Day 5 of CocoCure 2012 Coconut Water Fast. Happy to be walking this journey with you for those who are on the journey with me, and happy to be showing you what the journey looks like for those who are just watching and waiting for their opportunity to jump in. Pray that your day is well and productive and peaceful, and look forward to seeing you here again. No, baby, don't do that right now. Tomorrow, or possibly later on this evening. All right. Peace. Everybody have a completely blessed.
Bye.
Nubia is telling you bye.
Bye. Bye.
Nubia is telling you bye. Have a completely blessed and blissful day.
Okay.